And we're back. So last time you saw me, I was working on the second song for the album. Another sort of magical, mystical thing happened. I listened to it one day and I was like, you know what? It's ready. I like it. I'm satisfied with it and it sounds great. And honestly, it does. The mix just totally works. I listened to it in earbuds. It sounds great. Listen to it in the car. It sounds great. I haven't tried it on the mono speaker, which that might cause some differences because an important part of the mix is the panning, and of course a mono speaker takes that away. Either way, I'm not stressing about it too much. You know, it's not going to be a single, so I'm not like putting that extra piece of effort into it. It sounds good enough to be part of the album, I think, so I'm leaving it as is for now, and once I'm kind of smoothing out all the tracks, making them all sound like a complete thing, my guess is I'll probably make some changes to probably every song, if not most songs. Long story short, I am on the next song now, which is called Breathe. It's the third song. I've already done a little bit of work. I pretty much just went through, I cut out every single breath. Now I'm just, I'm looking at some volume mixing because these vocals are very dynamic. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. Come on.
Pack your bags, pack your problems, and you're away.
I'm probably gonna end up doing some manual tuning on these too. A little pitchy, even with the auto tune on.
You one wave away. I need you.
Basically just the I. So we're gonna turn this down.
I need you. You've been waiting for an action. Worry.
Because you are freaking loud.
Worry.
So yeah, turning down the gain on the parts that I cut out. Yeah, just doing that on all the loud parts. And then he did that for the rest of the song. And I'm done. Something that's nice about this song is there aren't really that many vocal tracks. I mean, I've got like 2 sets of lead vocals because there's some layering that goes on with the leads. 2 sets of harmonies, no backing vocals, and then like a whisper thing that I do at the end. And that's it. And it's like, yeah, really simple. Especially compared to the last song. It was so complicated, so many tracks. So this is gonna be a lot easier to figure that all out. Thing is, there are a lot, I don't know if you can see this super well, but there are a lot of instrumental tracks here. It's kind of an instrumental song that just sort of happens to have vocals on it. It's probably the least poppy of all the songs. This is not gonna be a single. I'm probably never gonna do this one live because it's just not vocal focused at all. The focus is the instruments. So in some ways that makes it easier, some ways that makes it harder. Anyway, that was just sort of a random thing I felt like saying. The next step is to go through and do some of that manual tuning, get this all sounding nice and precise, nice and pretty. Yeah, once I'm done with that, I can put the master back on and then we can really get to work on some interesting things. Okay, there was that. I am constantly just blown away by how amazing that manual tuning is. It's really just like, I can just take a note that was sung flat and I can just draw a little box over it and then it's just perfect. I think it is time to put the master back on this track.
Gotta breathe it in, baby. Forget the war, fight the battle.
That was EQ, just adding some high end to the vocals, getting rid of some of the low end. Now I'm gonna add some reverb.
You've been waiting for an action. Don't worry, worry. I see water all around me. Guess you haven't found me.
It's a delay now, delay time. I'm gonna try a stereo delay this time, just so I can have some delay that's going on here, some delay that's going on here, and they'll be slightly different.
Buried in the ocean, packaged explosions. I will fight a lifetime just to breathe a moment.
Okay, now we do black box.
Buried in the ocean, packaged explosions. I would fight a lifetime just to breathe a moment.
So now I do compression, and that's the final kind of standard thing for vocals that I do. Okay, you can hear it echo away. So, I mean, as of right now, they don't sound great. Like, the vocals don't sound at all ready, but it's kind of just getting those basic settings in there and then messing around with them and really playing around with things. I think I'm going to come back to this a little bit later. I'm going to take a little quick break because you can get pretty tired in your ears after listening to the same song over and over again for a while. So I'll come back with fresh ears, as they say, and yeah, I'll see what else I can do. All right, so I wanted to show you up close and personal a little thing that I did. Came back from my little break. I looked at this one little bit. There's kind of this big bit that's entirely instrumental. It starts right here. And it, you know, goes on and on and on. But I wanted to add just a little vocal thing there, so I took a piece of this.
If you knew about me, you wouldn't let me drown.
And ignore the crazy delay right now. That's not, well, it might last, but it probably won't. I took the end bit of that and I copied it over here.
Let me drown.
As you can probably hear, I messed with the EQ, so took away that high end, took away that low end to give it that kind of underwater sound. I panned it over to the left, and then I also have it going on the right side, so they kind of are doing a call and response thing. The right side has slightly different EQ, so I'm not sure how well that will translate here, but yeah, I'll play that for you.
Let me drown. Let me drown. Let me drown.
So it's a little bit different. And then also I messed with the auto tuning, so some of them are going to be pushed up an octave, some of them are pushed down an octave.
Let me drown. 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 Let me drown.
When you put that with the big instrumental section, it sounds like this. So I think that sounds pretty cool. I think I'll probably do more of that. All right, it has been a full day since I last filmed. What I realized is that I think I can finish this song in the span of one video, so we're just gonna keep on going. Since I last filmed, I did a couple more things, just, you know, I compressed the song a little harder, so the master is kind of stronger. I made the song louder, a little bit more pointed, tweaked around a bit, and then I ended up exporting it and listening to it in my earbuds, and then I just listened to it in the car. I just got back from that. I pretty much came to the same conclusion with both tests. I think the kick drum needs to have a little bit more high end. It needs to have a little more punch. I think the drums need to just kind of come out a little bit more just to add to the groove, just slightly, not too much. And I think I need to turn the instruments down a bit. All the instruments that aren't drums and vocals. I know I said this song is mostly about the instruments. It's more of an instrumental track than like a pop vocal track. But given that I've done so much with these vocals, I want them to be a little bit more audible because right now they're just a little bit buried. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Very bassy, pretty much no punch. And I think I actually, yeah, I EQ'd out all the high end. But let's hear the neo soul kick on top of that. So this has more high end to it. So how much of a difference does that make? And you probably can't hear any difference through that phone microphone, but... Sure we made it to the last one. It did. Okay, let's see how this sounds.
Forget the war, fight the battle. I'll pull in. Buried in the ocean, huge explosions. I will fight a lifetime. I'll do anything that makes this all around me. If you knew about me, you wouldn't let me drown. Your oxygen.
So I'm gonna mess with the trumpets volume now. So I think what I need to do now, just go through and really, like, in a very nitpicky sort of way, really smooth out the volume of the vocal tracks. And then I think this will be ready for another export, and it might be done by then. So let's do that. All right, I'm bouncing this bad boy. Honestly, I think I can say in terms of how it sounds in here, I think this is the most pro sounding thing I've ever produced. Yeah, this one just kind of came together. I felt like I just had a lot of ideas, and this was probably the most fun I've had producing a song. It just felt like for the most part, like everything I was putting down was turning out how I wanted it to turn out. And that doesn't usually happen for me. Usually it's like I get an idea and then I just can't figure out how to make it a reality. So I'm gonna go listen to this on earbuds. If it sounds good there, I'll wrap up the video, I'll wrap up this song, and next time you see me, we'll be working on song number 5 for the album. So you didn't see me do it, but I did do it. As you can see, I just, came into my chair just now. It sounded pretty good. I think I'm gonna wrap up the video right here. Thank you for watching. I will be back very soon, and I'll be working on the next song, song number 5, because I already did song number 4. Like this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's Big Time Carl Ward, all those places. Also, listen to Don't Take It Away. It's pretty good. I like it. It's out now. So yeah, go listen to that. Thanks.
Far away, it's a place I got to be. Every time in my mind you fall